Today I'm going to share with you a kid's all-time favorite American meal, spaghetti and meatballs. Everybody in my family loves it. It's a really easy dish to make and it's pretty popular in America, especially among children. Now, disclaimer, it's not real Italian food. I don't think Americans think it is real Italian food. This is just a dish that we love in America. It's so yummy. It's just a really simple, fun American dish. It's actually a really easy recipe to make. The meatballs are quite similar to how Japanese make hamburger steak. Hambagu. I think it's hambagu in Japanese. It's a bit similar to that, but it's served with a really nice marinara sauce, so it's a little bit more Italian than that. All right, I'll just get started. Like I said, it's a simple recipe, but it does have a few ingredients. These are the ingredients you will need. We're technically making two recipes. We're making a marinara sauce and we're making meatballs. So you do need quite a few ingredients, but it's really not that bad. I'm gonna start by chopping up some onion. I'm not the world's best onion chopper. For the marinara sauce, we only need half an onion. Then 2 minced garlic cloves. If you don't have a garlic press, you can just chop them up really finely. That's fine too. Now I'm going to take about a tablespoon of olive oil and cook the onion and the garlic in it until they get soft. I've added 1 tablespoon of olive oil to this pot. Now that it's heated up a bit, I'm going to add the garlic and the onion. I'm going to add them at the same time, so it's really easy. You want to stir this occasionally so that your garlic doesn't burn. This should be pretty good. Now we're just going to add the tomato sauce and some salt and pepper. Turn your heat down to low. For your canned tomatoes, you want to try and use diced tomatoes. Then you're going to add some sugar and some salt. Stir again, and now 2 tablespoons of parsley and about a 1/4 tablespoon of oregano. I'm also going to add a little bit of this powdered stock. You'll want this to simmer over a low heat for about half an hour. Okay, now let's make some meatballs. I'm going to chop another half of an onion. Then we're going to add about half a cup of panko to this, breadcrumbs. We're going to add the meat. You need about 400 grams of ground beef. This is the meat I got at Costco. I've already thawed it. I'm only going to make like maybe 15 or 16 meatballs. Let's transfer this to a bigger bowl just to make it easier. Then we're going to add a couple of eggs. We're going to add some milk. This is, by the way, also how we make meatloaf in America. Now we're going to add some parsley. We're going to be pretty generous with that. We're going to add some salt and pepper. And we're going to throw in some garlic as well. Let's do 1 clove of garlic. I'm going to use my garlic press for this because it'll be easier. See how easy that is? That is it. Now use your hands to mix this. I wish I could have doubled the recipe because these are so good. By the way, this is really similar to how Americans make meatloaf. Okay, there you go. They're really soft. Now I'm using 80% beef, 20% pork. Don't use just beef. You want to get some pork in there too. You can even use half pork, half beef. But the ground beef that I got at Costco is 80-20, so I'm using that. We're gonna make these into meatballs. There should be about 15 meatballs in here. So let's put those on a baking sheet. Okay, so let's make some meatballs. You can make them about that big. I wish Olivia was here. She would love to help me with this. If you have parchment paper, please go ahead and line your baking sheet with parchment paper. I don't have any. Definitely gonna have Olivia and Alex help me with this next time. I suppose you could freeze them like this as well. You wanna make sure you preheat your oven to 200, but when you're ready to put these in the oven, you're gonna wanna cook them at a lower temperature, about 160. Cook them until the meat is heated through. That should take about 20 minutes, but just make sure that you don't have any red in the middle before you take them out of the oven. Now let's pop these in the oven. $160 for 20 minutes. This is what they look like. If you have parchment paper, use parchment paper. Cooking shito. In Japanese, I think it's cooking shito. Without the parchment paper, I think they're gonna stick a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad. Okay, these look good. These look ready to go. I'm gonna bring the temperature up now to about 180 for about 5 minutes. Okay, since I didn't use any parchment paper, I'm just gonna peel them off with a spatula. Try the recipe. If you like it, I highly recommend making 2 or 3 batches at once because it's a lifesaver on busy weekday nights. It's dinner time, you guys. No, it's dinner time. Come on, guys. That was really funny.
It was really funny, right?
It was hilarious, yes. Okay, everybody, sit down.
いただきます。Bon appetit. Now let's eat. What? I can curl it up. Curl it up, curl it up. So yummy. 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 The best thing on earth. The best food on earth, too, right? We love it more than the earth and the universe.
I need your feedback. What do we think?
Well, I like it, but I think it needs a little more pasta.
Okay, I'll get you more pasta.
Because I don't have like any pasta.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
For me too.
Here you go. Go
Hard
ahead.
to twirl.
Okay, you don't have to twirl it, honey. You don't have to twirl it. Just pick it up like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little more salt.
Oh, so now you want more sauce. Okay.
Me too. I want a little bit more pasta. A little bit more sauce too.
Okay.
Right, Alex? I am hungry.
Do you know in America, you guys, kids love spaghetti and meatballs. This is American kids, probably one of their favorite.
Elbows off the table, Olivia.
すごいおかわりした。
Maybe a little too much tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Add less tomatoes in the tomato soup.
And the sauce, and the tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
ではではいただきます。
本当美味しいだね。ミルクください。
Hi.
美味しい。これ前作ったやつと一緒やろ。
Yes. Spaghetti and meatballs.
もっと甘い方が好き。
ああ、そっか。これマリナラソースだからね。ナポリタンでしょ、日本人好きなのは。
肉の旨味やろうね。
That was it for American spaghetti and meatballs. You can still try this with Japanese tomato sauce. That's fine as well. Lipstick. The secret is in the meatballs. They are so good. They're so easy to make, and you can make a lot at once and then just freeze them. You can make this with store-bought marinara sauce. You can make it with Japanese-style tomato sauce. Anything goes, but you gotta try these meatballs. They're so good. That's it for our recipe video for today. We will see you next time. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.